The animal world focuses on food above all. It doesn't matter if the prey is already dead or alive, any sort of food will work for different animals. However, there are a lot of times where the prey is actively resisting the predator, yet still gets eaten. It could be a lion feasting on a live zebra, or a snake gobbling down little baby birds. And then there are cases of killer whales coming out of the water for a fresh meal, which you'll see at the end of the video. Here are 12 times animals ate their prey alive. Number 12. Lions enjoy a live zebra. Being an apex predator isn't an easy job, especially because lions need to eat every day, and that too is more than about 16 pounds a day. Lions do hunt alone, but it's easier to hunt in broad daylight in a pride. Hence, the collaborative hunts are more successful, especially since they're led by a lioness, the main hunters. That's why 3 lions managed to take down a fully grown zebra and waste no time in killing it. While they eat out chunks of its meat, the zebra can be seen kicking in defeat. However, it's no use, as the poor zebra is outnumbered by the lions. Number 11. Wild dogs feast on a live impala. A regular wild dog eats about 6 pounds, but the maximum amount they've been recorded to eat is almost 20 pounds in a day. These slightly gluttonous animals usually hunt at dawn and dusk, as they rely mainly on their sight to find prey. They'll usually chase their prey till they tire it out. Other than that, their fur pattern helps the whole pack appear larger than they are. Here, a whole pack of wild dogs has their prey on the ground and are viciously eating away at it. They drag the body for a while, but after a while, when the impala realizes that it won't be able to escape, it stops resisting. As more and more dogs join the feast, they can't even be seen. Number 10. Hyena takes up an easy meal. Whether you call them lazy or intelligent, hyenas have a reputation of being famed scavengers and usually dine on the leftovers of other predators. Not just that, they also don't mind eating birds, lizards, and even snakes. These creatures have a stomach of steel and can even eat putrid carrion and anthrax-infected carcasses. They can even digest bones. This opportunistic hyena found a buffalo stuck in the mud and decided to make the poor animal its next prey without hesitating. After struggling so much, the buffalo had no strength and didn't resist once the hyena started ripping it apart. That's just how the animal world works. Number 9. Seagull swallows live rabbit in one bite. Seagulls are pesky enough creatures, and the fact that they can eat almost anything just adds the cherry on top. Usually, they feed on fish and other water invertebrates, but earthworms, rodents, and other reptiles are on their platter too. These birds might be small, but they eat up to 3 to 6 times a day. This famished seagull found a hefty rabbit to eat and didn't even bother to share it with somebody else. In fact, it gobbled it all up in one bite. This might give the bird a severe stomachache later, but it has a full belly for now. Number 8. Pelican eats flapping pigeon. Pelicans eat what other birds eat, but they're particularly enthusiastic about handouts from humans. In fact, there have been a lot of unusual items recorded in their diet. With an appetite of about 4 pounds a day, it's only understandable that they use their giant pouch to store fish for later. So the pelican went in for a big target and scored a live pigeon. As soon as it put it in its mouth, the pigeon started flapping and moving around inside. This went on for the entirety of the video. The pigeon even managed to poke out its wing, but the pelican never gave up. Number 7. Mouse being eaten alive by ants. Ants are the cleaners of the animal world and will eat anything and everything. Though they don't hunt, there are a species of ants known for consuming livestock and flesh in general. For an ant attack to be fatal, 1,000 of them would have to be involved. Looks like the ants here had a personal vendetta against this mouse that was being eaten alive by fire ants. With its mouth entirely covered by ants, it couldn't even lick them away. The mouse must have been sick or injured for the ants to attack it like this. Whatever it was, its fate was clear. Number 6. Whale filter feeding thousands of fish. Eden whales have a very peculiar way of eating. They get their food by filter feeding using the baleen plates that grow from the roof of their mouth. It acts as a sort of comb to separate out the fish. A 25-ton whale was found in the Gulf of Thailand with its mouth wide open trying to feed on some fish. Scientists speculate that it was probably feeding on the surface because of the highly toxic water, which caused most fish to only live near the top layer. Well, at least it's going to be after this. Number 5. Komodo dragons eating deer alive. Komodo dragons aren't the type of reptiles to be messed around with. First of all, it has a maximum bite force of 39 newtons, which isn't enough to kill you, but enough to injure or sever a limb. Their powerful neck and razor-sharp teeth are perfect for a slashing attack though. Second, Komodo dragons use the first bite and then release venom into the prey. Here, the dragon makes little bites of the deer that's stuck in a tree. After a few bites, it breaks through the skin and starts to devour the deer from the inside out. When the deer finally dies, another dragon joins in and rips the rest of the remains apart. Number 4. Egret eats mouse alive. The egret is a wading bird, closely related to herons that use their sharp yellow bills to jab at fish and eat them up. Sometimes they even steal food from a smaller heron species. But rodents and other small reptiles have been on their plate for a while now. This one caught a mouse, but didn't kill it with its regular beak jab. Instead, it picked it up and kept it in its beak for a while, almost playing with it. Eventually, it kills the mouse and swallows it whole. You can even see the outline of the mouse in its throat. How gross! Number 3. Mink and rabbit fight each other to death. Minks that are merely water weasels are small but incredibly aggressive creatures. They're known for being vicious and ruthless when they hunt. In fact, they also have a habit of going after prey much bigger than themselves. Usually, they can't even finish the whole meal. Here, a mink picks a fight with an innocent rabbit that's clearly much weaker than the mink. The mink has a rabbit in a stronghold. It tries to escape, but the mink bites it hard enough to immobilize it. Finally, after much wrestling and flipping, the mink manages to kill the rabbit. Number 2. Snake eats baby birds. Snakes have a peculiar method of digesting whole animals. In between meals, their stomach shuts down, and when they swallow an animal, their organs increase in size by 4 times. As a result, their bodies go into hyperdrive when they feed. That could explain why this snake found a nest of baby birds and gobbled down all of them one by one. Number 1. Orca uses bait to eat live bird. Orcas are some of the most highly intelligent and social animals, with brains similar to those of chimpanzees. That is what makes it possible for them to use advanced techniques to catch some fish or prey in general. However, scientists believe that orcas might be smarter than what the size of their brain suggests. For example, this orca used a fish to bait the seagulls into coming closer. As soon as the bird took the bait, it swooped in and swallowed the bird. Although the rest of the birds flew away, at least the orca got one of them. Alright, comment below which of these incidents freaked you out the most. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Wildely, and hit the bell icon for more. See you in the next one.